Well, old Dirty Dan or Diane's up moving around looking for them acorns. And the turkey, they're wearing the pond out. And the old deer, they're in them acorns. They're eating them like tater chips. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the foothills of the Smokies. Another chapter of As the Ridge Turns here in East Tennessee. Now, them old animals was right packing them leaves a few weeks ago. They know what's coming on. Now, it's been 90 degrees last week, and now this week it's 50 degrees in the morning, and the leaves are turning. But it's so dry here. We haven't had no rain here in about a month now. It's just so dry. But maybe we'll get some off of that rain coming up from that hurricane that's forming. Hopefully we will. And here at the pond, oh man, it's dried plumb up. There's no water in it. It's just a mud hole. But the animals seem to love it even better. A lot of action here at the pond this week. So I hope y'all doing well. Take it easy, relax. Let's see what our little friends is being up to. You can see out here in the woods, them acorns is getting gone just as quick as they hit the ground. And these deer, they love them, and so's all the other animals. They don't last long when they hit the ground, that's for sure. And these little fawns, here's a set of twins. They just about lost their spots. I think there's two different sets of twins in these woods. Here's a set that still got their spots good. I believe there's two different sets of twins. I know there's a set of triplets too. But these deer, they browse for these acorns, what they can find of them. They're just getting good and started. And they get tired, and they just lay down. Just lay down, take it easy. And these other little animals like these acorns too. These little ground squirrels, they're wearing them out. They're carrying them and taking them and carrying them home quick as they can, because they know they ain't gonna last long. But there's old Dirty Dan or Diane. I can't tell the difference. There's two different sizes. One's bigger than the other. I can't tell the difference in them half the time. And there's old Yeller moving down the ridge. Wonder what he's up to. He's out trying to survive too, like everything else. And here at the log, there's little Ricky. He's out making his round, looking for that elusive nut. There's plenty to go around. And the walnuts are hitting the ground too, so he's happy. And there's a little cardinal right in front of the camera. And they having a good time. Beautiful little birds. And they ain't been sounding much as of late. Been too hot. And there's a little titmouse. Little pair. Ain't they pretty? And a little old Carolina wren. They pretty birds, and they're beautiful sounding too. But here's what messes their party up. An old cat. I don't know where this one come from. This ain't part of old Yeller team. And it ain't socks either. I don't know what this one is. But the little birds is up to rock. Little cardinal. Looking for them sunflower seeds. They've been long gone. But they just pick around. They love these little places. But here's that cat again. Don't know what this one is. But he's gonna make himself at home. Laying down right under the rock. just watching them little animals. But old Dirty Dan comes in, runs him off. This is his home. He don't care much about old Yaller. I know he don't care nothing about a strange cat. He's so comical. He just got to take it easy. Lay down and just let time go by on a hot summer's afternoon. Now remember, these are a week behind, so it's hot weather right here. But they're up running around. This looks like Diane. I can't really tell. Diane, I think's bigger than Dirty Dan. Unless I see them together, you can't tell them apart. But that looks like Dirty Dan coming in. He's coming in. Lay down a while. But he's up out moving around too. See how he's a little bit smaller? I think that's Dirty Dan. The other one was Diane. They must take turns coming and going. There he is coming back in. Don't know what he's up to. But down at the pond, the weeds are going away at the camera. They're on their downward track, that's for sure. This hot weather, no rain. They're just, it's their time of year they start leaving. The animals love it awful well here. The other camera, the turkey, are wearing this little place out. They love this pond, scratching for all this grub and worms, bugs, whatever they can find. Now, they've been here all week, seems like. They love this place, but they share it with the other animals too. I know they get hot. They don't like that hot weather. Turkey don't. They come right out of the weeds too. And the deer, they love this place. There's a little pond running across. There's another one. There's the twins, another set of twins. Don't know which is which. And they just run back and forth. But they love to browse here in these weeds. Different kind of plants. And there's a little pond again right in front of the camera. Late in the evening, they're still here. Fawns are still playing. And out in the woods late in the evening, just before dark, there's a family of coons messing around. Caught them on camera. Mommy and her baby. And they out running around just before dark. But they're on the move, buddy. When it gets dark, they come out of these den trees. The whole family does. Just one follows the other. And there's old No-Tail moving through too. And the possums. These little animals, they've got things to do. They've got to eat too. But the coons, they into everything. They got to check everything out. It's a routine for them. But here's what's out there too. The old coyote's moving through. He's just trying to catch one of them vulnerable. And right here, you can barely see it. There's a glimpse of a bobcat sneaking through. In the distance. Rare pictures to catch these. And the old skunks is out running around. That looks like Stripe. And the old coons, one of them's got the bugs stirred up. Look there. They're running everywhere, the bugs are. Must be old No-Tail. There he goes through. They just follow the leader, what they can get into. And they like to get in these acorns. Here's old Stripe. He's at the acorns there. Moving on through. And the little field mice, they like these acorns too. All these little animals do. But here's another old cat, that one I hadn't seen in a few weeks. He's checking out this field mice. That's what he's looking for. But that's just nature. The old coons, they just gotta say hi when they run into one of these cameras and move on through. And the deer, they just browse up and down through this ridge, night or day, it don't matter. Here's a little fawns, little set of twins, moving through. They cute. And at the log, the old coon, he's just making his rounds. What can he get into? And that looks like old flat top there. Kind of looks like wishbone, but it's awful. Don't look like it. And they playing at the tree, the coons are. They always messing in something. Here he is chasing bugs. Didn't have none at the hotel at night. My camera didn't take none at night. But up on the ridge, there's a possum moving through. And down at the pond, it's check-in time. Coons are always here. Their favorite spot. And so are the deer. They all love this pond. There's a little pond right in front of the camera at night. Still browsing. But at the other camera, the weeds are going away. The coons are there, you just can't see them. But it's going to get so much better here pretty soon. The old coons, they're always into something down here, but they're always here. Come down up on the ridge, there's a little doe with a young buck, like a spike, and a set of twins moving down the trail at dawn. And the little squirrels, you know they're up at dawn. Too many nuts to be had. And they got things to do. But another day unfolds here on the ridge. Everything's just moving right along. And the little squirrels, it's their favorite time of year. They find these trees, they're mostly in the trees, lucky catch any on the ground. But they're always browsing, always. In the woods, in the trees, they find something to eat on. That elusive nut, and they gotta bury them too. Just in their habit and their nature. Well, that's just what stepped in front of the cameras this week. Hope you enjoy these little videos. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you next time.